I've got a couple options. First, I'm going to take this off. That's going to allow me to flip one of my debts or deeds over. I will flip my debt over, giving me 1 resource. And I think I will take a gold.
Okay.
Take gold. These are going to slide down. And now I'll play my card into here. And I don't know who I'm going to play. Part of me wants to play my squire. But I'll be moving 2 into this spot, which is where I want to be. I don't care that much about helping John right now, honestly. So I will move 1, 2 here.
Okay.
And when I do that, I'm going to take my... First, I can play for that. I'm not going to do that. So I can play... take the action of the castle action. And I'll do that. So I've got 1 symbol. I will pay 2 more to total 3, which will allow me to put 2 of my people into the castle here. And when that happens, what that's going to do is trigger.
He has 3 of the same color, so one's going to bump up.
One's going to bump up. 2 are going to bump out. Well, I'll just do this one. And then when I do that, I get to take this action, which will allow me to flip over another one of my cards. I'll flip over my deed. And then I can purchase that card. That's actually pretty good, that debt collector. But my problem is I keep buying so many cards, you know?
Yeah, when you flip over a debt, you get to flip over a deed as well.
Which is really, really nice. Like, being able to flip over your stuff is really important in this game. But I'm not having a struggle with that yet. I don't have enough coins anyway. I only have 2 coins. What am I talking about? So that's going to be the end of my turn. Draw a card up, and I'm done.
I really want to go here and get this merchant action, but I don't have what I need to have to do it. I actually decided not to flip my cards around because I wanted these symbols to stay on here. Actually, I could do the journeyman off the board because he's going to go off next time. Do I want the miner, though? That's the question. Because he's going to give me a... Actually, I don't love that miner. All right, I'm going to leave that there. All right, I'm going to play, my laborer, which allows me to go 1, 2 spaces up here. I've got 3 build symbols. Man, jeez. This is tough because if I could just get 1 more stone, I could get... I'm not doing that. I'm redoing I'm pulling a Dean right now.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to play... Oh, the Financer, though, only gives me 3 spaces, and I can't land on the one I want. Okay, that's fine. This is going to be kind of expensive, and I hope this is worth it. I'm still going to play the laborer, and I'm going to spend so I can get another stone. And do I want to go ahead and just spend the coins to get? Oh, jeez, I don't. I'm just going to take 1 stone. That's really probably a bad move. That's it. That's it, man. I just did that to get 1 stone.
All right. My Financer is going to come off the board. I think what I will do is throw my thief up there, putting a skull out.
Oh, I didn't realize that was stupid, probably.
Oh, do I want to do that? I do like that. Yep, I'm going to do that.
Okay,
so I'll play my thief. Nothing happens right away, but I'll just move over 1 space over here. And then when I do that, the skull, I think you mentioned this counts as a wild whenever you are, whenever you're taking your turn correctly. Did you say that already?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I will, I'm going to pay, nope, I'm not going to pay to dismiss that one. But what I will do is take the action that will allow me to gain this scroll, I believe. I've got 2 symbols out there I've got 2 symbols out there, so I will just have to discard 1 inkwell to get this scroll, and that'll immediately give me $4 coins. You think they used dollars back in the day?
Maybe.
No, they did not. That's all right. And I took my action. Do I want to buy that card? I think I do, and I'm spending a lot of money on buying cards that I'm just building up a big deck. That's not always a bad thing necessarily, but I'll immediately get to move that over, and yeah, I think I'm okay with my decisions. Now what happens here is going to be a little bit tricky, and I probably should have thought about this differently, but I'm okay with the decision that I made, John. I have to draw back up my cards, but I don't have any, so what I will do is I'll shuffle these up. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess however I want to look at it, I do have 1 skull out there, so when I do that, I will have to move my black token over 1, and then I will draw a card, and Yeah, it's not terrible that I have that, but
when they cross,
I guess it is.
Interesting stuff's going to happen.
It
I'm
is.
glad that you bought that card because I love that one right there. And this is going to fall off on my Journeyman.
Yep.
And so, yeah. So
who knew that card was going to come out?
You didn't know that.
I would love that card myself. But
yeah, which means I'm going to get this card for free and then get to move this over. Then I'm going to play my, I'm going to play... Now, I do pick up a debt. Sorry, I almost forgot that, which is good. I want to pick up some debt because I didn't mention earlier, but whenever one of these piles runs out, the player who actually has the most of the other pile is going to get 12 points. In a 2-player game, the second most will get 4 if they actually have one. So that's a pretty big, that's an 8-point difference. That's a pretty big difference. All right, so I'm going to move 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3 over here. Then I'm going to use my build symbols. So I have 1, 2, 1, 2, wait, what was I going to do? I was thinking about, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gosh, that's expensive. I'm going to spend 2 coins, though, to dismiss this conspirator off on a journey or something, which gives me 1 more.
Or something, he says.
So that I can have 7, so that I can get rid of one of my expensive things. I'm actually going to try to build an engine to go into this castle here, which I'm going to go ahead and get rid of. The Saint symbol, this is going to allow me to flip over one of my cards. I'm going to flip, I'm going to flip over that other debt so I don't lose victory points and I can get some more stuff. I'm going to take a gold this time and start to really build that up a little bit. There we go. Game on.
All right, you're done.
I'm going to shuffle mine up, but I'm good to go.
All right, my Guntram is going to come off the board, and when that happens, I get to gain one of the cards and flip one of the other ones over. So I think what I'll do, I'm kind of keeping an eye on what John has over there. I'm going to gain a debt. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll gain a debt, and then I will flip one of my deeds over. And then maybe able to use that later on to do the opposite of that. All right, now looking at my cards, I don't quite know what I want to do. I have an opportunity to build. I've got a lot of tokens over here. So I guess I might consider doing that.
As he's thinking, the buildings are going to be worth victory points. Almost everything's worth some points at the end of the game. A lot of the stuff is. So because I have one of those expensive buildings off, I've got 6 points at the end. If I could get rid of all 3, it'd be worth 21. So there's 3 sections of those. And they all give you interesting bonuses. Yeah.
Now, the problem with building right now is... it's not really a problem necessarily, but where I would have to move is I would have to move 2 up here. Again, allowing John to shift his board around, which doesn't make any difference for him right now.
I didn't get my coins from my financer, and I didn't discard, but I'll just say forget it.
All right. Yeah, I need to kind of catch up with John as best I can. So I think what I'll do is I will play my laborer, allowing me to move 2. I will go 1, 2 to the same spot so John can shift his around. He's probably not going to. Maybe he will, depending on what he wants to happen right away.
Yeah, I actually don't mind having my thief in my tableau because it gives me a... Yep, I'm totally shifting them around.
All right, then while John's working on that, what I'm going to do is pay to build. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to build this one just like John did. Now, when I do that, I'm going to put this here, and I will trash one of my cards from my hand or
draw pile.
From my draw pile.
From your draws.
And let's see. I think... I don't know if I care enough about... The trader's not terrible, but I do think I'm going to get rid of my trader. I don't care for him as much right now. Sorry, trader. Is that harsh?
Ooh.
Is that harsh?
Later, trader.
See ya, Skata. All right, when we do that, John and I both are going to take the inkwell because we built on both sides of that. So that's going to help him a little bit, but it also helps me a little bit. I will not buy that card. I don't care anything about that card. So that'll be my turn. I'll draw back up to 3 cards.
Sweet. All right, so my labor is going to fall off, which I didn't care too much about him because I used my beard symbol, my build symbol. There, I'm going to go ahead and play Rudolph, which is going to be sweet. When he falls off, I'm going to get 2 resources of any, or I can trash a couple of my cards from the game, which is nice. So what I'm going to do now is go 1, 2 spaces, and I'm going to start putting some folks into the castle like Dean has. Now, I have 1 symbol, but I also now have a permanent other saint symbol. So I have 2 symbols right now. If I put So I could put one of these in there and put 3 into the castle. I mean, 2 into the castle right now. But I'm actually going to go ahead and put, I've got 1, 2. Let's go ahead and put 3 more to equal 5, which means I can put 3 guys into the castle or gals, whomever they are, which will then go like so. I didn't really love this section. I'm not that excited about moving up on the virtue track, but it just the way it worked out. So 1 bumps up like Dean said. The other 2 go over there. 1, 2. And that is going to be my turn. Every time that happens, I can get a stone. But that's if the peddler is actually in the thing. I kind of like the peddler a little bit. Give me some more like trade symbols in the game. It would also let me set this off right now. And Dean has a thief, which would mean that it would be right here. He's going to have to go 1 on that, which would give him less. So I'm going to do that.
If that triggers right away.
I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to pick up this peddler right now. He's going to go to my discard pile. I move this over. So now that this has happened at the end of my turn, we're going to look at this, and now I'm going to get 2 deeds and a coin. Because Dean has a skull on his tableau, he's going to go over 1. But his won't trigger until this part of his turn. He could actually move it back over.
Yeah.
So it's not that big of a deal, I don't think. So 1, 2, and a coin. I don't really know if that was the best move for me or not.
I think it was, because what that does, if I'm not able to move it over, I'm stuck with just getting
that's why I
1
did
deed
it.
and a coin.
But it was 2 coins for me, and yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right, you're done with your turn?
Yeah.
Back over to me.
All right, and so before Dean goes, I just realized, silly man.
Silly.
That I had a criminal symbol, which I meant to do that, which meant I should have paid 1 less gold. I should have had 3 criminal symbols, so I should have just paid 2 to have 5, and I just paid 3, which is kind of silly because I purposely did that to make the next 2 moves. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. These need to go back also.
Mm-hmm. All right. I kind of thinking through my turn now. First off, my squire is going to go off the board, which is, I probably should have thought that through. I really needed to put more people in the castle right now, but I'll have to hold off on doing that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Tinkerer out there, because that gives me 3 build symbols on there. And I think right off the bat, that's what I'm going to want to do. So I'm going to move 2. That's going to be 1, 2 over here. And then I will build, because I've got 3 symbols, I'm going to build one of these, and I don't have any stone at all. So this actually worked out kind of well, I guess. I'm going to put my building out there that, not that one, that allows me to have 4 cards in my hand. Because I have so many cards, I need to go ahead and start, having more options in my hand.
Yeah, I'd like to have that too.
I would also like to be able to flip this card over by building there. However, I really need gold, because John is going to be crushing it in that castle, and if I don't do something about that, then I need to stop him. Then I'll look over here at the card. If I'm not able to move over, what I'm going to do is only take 1 of those deeds and a coin. Unfortunately, I just don't think there's anything that I can do to stop that. I would have liked to have bought this, but I couldn't do that. I would have liked to have moved up here, but I can't do that either. So I'm just going to be stuck with what I have. So I will not buy a card. I will do my clash, which will just give me a deed and a coin. So John really did a great job of hosing me on his last turn.
But I get the same thing happens to me because I do have a criminal, but I don't care.
That's right. He doesn't care right now because he has a lot more time to move. But for me, I just didn't have any options to move that I was aware of. You're probably watching and saying I'm missing something, but
you're missing something.
I will draw up to 4 cards, and that will be the end of my turn.
All right. I'm going to toss this financer, and I'm going to go. Whoops, sorry. I'm going to play the squire to go 2 spots here. Now I've got 4 saint symbols, and that's why in this game you've got to. There's some other things I kind of want to do, but I mean, while you got the symbols, you got to take them.
That's right.
And so I can actually just spend 1 coin only at this moment to put 3 people into this castle, which is really sweet. Which they're going to go here, which would mean 1 would go to the left, 1 would go to the right, 1 would go up here, and I don't have any. I don't have any debts right now, so I'm going to flip over a deed, which is scoring me points, so that's cool. Now, what we will do later is, if at the end of a turn there are 4 of these people in the castle, the player who just placed that caused 4 to go in there will actually kick somebody out. It hasn't happened yet, but it's going to start happening fairly soon, probably.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That debt collector is really tempting for me, but I'm getting a lot of cards in my deck now. I can use Rudolph here to thin it out. But that's also, oh, I don't even have 3 coins. I had 3. Never mind. That is a moot point. Your turn.
All right. All right, I'm looking on the board. Again, I want to be able to put more people in there. I just don't have the cards to do that. I've got the Tinker out there that could help, but I need to be able to get more gold. I think what I'm going to do instead then is I'll move my Thief off. Now, when I do that, my Thief is going to give me a debt, an unpaid debt. So I will want to do something about that, and a coin. And then I think what I'll do is slide these down. When I play a card, I'm looking out there and I've got 2 build symbols. I kind of think I should just go ahead and build again. It's not awful, but I can't forget about that castle. I'm going to get in really bad shape if I don't do something about that. So I'll move up here, and I will have
the castle this game.
3 build symbols and no stone, so I've got to build one of the ones for 3. I will do this one, and that will give me, I can choose between each one of these. Part of me thinks I should get the stone because I am in building mode right now, but I also don't want John to just take all of the deeds in debt. So I will take that one right there. And now what that will allow me to do, you can buy a card, but now I can dismiss a card for...
Yeah, one coin every single time?
Yeah, sorry, I can dismiss a card there. All right, yeah, so I built that here. I went ahead and took my...
Discard, you said dismiss, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I can discard I can discard one of my cards whenever I buy. Now, do I want to buy? I don't think so. No, I'm not going to buy right now, so that will be the end of my turn. I'll draw back up to 4. Your turn.
All right, so as the Thief falls off, I'm going to grab a coin, and I'm going to get a debt as well. So that's good. I needed some more coins. And I don't mind that because I'm beating... No, we're tied. Ooh, it has to be... No, I'm winning because it's flipped over. Yeah. It's flipped over debt. Yeah. All right, so this is one of the most interesting part, pretty interesting part of the game. Maybe not the most interesting, but I've got this sculptor enforcer that I just pulled up, which is really sweet because now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 saint symbols without even paying a gold right now. The thing is, though, is while he's here and I use that action, I'm going to lose 1, which is the negative for him. But I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 over here, and I'm just going to do that. I've got 5 symbols, so I can go ahead and toss 3 folks into the castle here, which will mean 1 will go left. 1 will go right, and 1 will bump up, which will then bump me up 2 on the virtue track. Now, what's interesting is I can bump Dean out. Now, actually, sorry, nope, I've got 3 in here. Sorry, I didn't realize I was going to have that. Now that I have 3 in here, so this kind of just continues to build as the game grows or goes on. So I'm going to bump this guy up here because I had 3 of my own color, and that's going to give me a stone and an ink well, whatever, which is cool. The Illusionist is kind of interesting. It allows you to shift your cards around a lot. A little shifty. A little thematic there.
Nifty shifty there.
But I'm not going to pick him up. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. I do lose 1 spot for taking that action. So there we go.
So you're done.
Yep.
All right, my labor is going to slide off the board. I'll slide all these down. Again, I keep going back to this. John's going to get a ton of points from this, so I have to do something about it. And I can see something that
we didn't mention, Dean. Let's just a couple things.
Okay.
At the end of the game, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, depending on for every single one that's in those tiers. Also, whoever's area controlling that middle tier is going to get 5 points at the end of the game. Who has the area majority, and also while they own that card, they can have another card in their hand.
Yeah, I really, looking back on the game now, I really needed to have thinned my deck out a lot more. I've got too many wasted cards here. And John is able to get so many people in the castle. So I'm going to do my best to try to ship that right now a little bit. It's not going to make much of a difference, but I'll try. So I'll move 2 spots by putting my journeyman into play. And now I will take the action to put some people in the castle. I have 1 symbol here, another symbol here. That's 2. I will pay 1 of my gold to make that 3. And put 2 of my people out here. Now this will help me in a couple of ways.
It'll help me help you
to hurt you. Yeah, that's right. So I put those there. This one's going to go up here, which will allow me to flip 1 of these over. I'm just going to flip 1 of my debts over and take the resource right away. So I don't forget. I'm just going to keep going gold on that because again, I need to figure out ways to keep putting people in the castle. When I do that, this goes over here, this goes over here. Now, whenever you have 4 in one of those spots, I'm going to bump John's out completely. He'll take this back. But he will get a coin for doing
2 coins.
I'm sorry, 2 coins. He'll get 2 coins for doing that. Anything that I can do right now to bump you out is going to be helpful. Although you're probably just going to do the same thing to me. So I took that action. I don't think I need to buy that card, although that's not terrible either. When you flip, the debt collector allows you to flip one card over when you flip the other one over. That's actually not terrible for me. I kind of need that, actually. So I'll do that. I'm going to pay 3 coins to get the debt collector. And in doing that, I can also discard a card. Immediately, I'll get to move my black marker over. I'm going to discard my, or from here. Let's see. I think what I'll do is discard my financer. There we go.
Yeah, that's the right
Shovel those back up. And then when I do that, I then check my clash. I don't have any clash. Clash?
Clash.
I don't have any clash.
All right, you done?
Yep, I'm done.
Now that Rudolph is falling off the map, I have a couple things. I can get some more resources or thin my deck out. I'm kind of okay with where my deck is right now. I've got some not super powerful folks, though. I mean, that's the thing. Is do I want to really focus on getting some more powerful? But I don't love all the criminals that are on the board right now. This time I'm just going to take. I could just keep going heavy here, but I also really could use some more stone to get rid of some of these. I'm actually going to take 2 stone. Is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play my journeyman here, which allows me to go 2. And this is why I'm going to do it. Dean's going to hate this, but I'm going to be able to bump out 2 of his guys now. Yeah. I thought about going somewhere where I liked the bonus a little better. But anyway, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 symbols. This will be my 5th. So that I can place 3 into the castle here. Now I'm bled dry on my gold, so like I've been doing pretty good on that. But
you still have a lot of those gold symbols on there. So
I'm going to go ahead and that's why I'm continuing to do that. There's some other things I want to do, but I have so many symbols. Which when I do that, it's going to move this over as well. I'm going to flip that over to take a resource, and I'm going to decide that here in just 1 second. All right, so I'm going to put 3 in here, which bumps 1 here, 1 here, and 1 to the top here. And why did I flip that over? Did I flip that over because of that I was already planning on doing? I did, right? Because yeah, okay. I think I just got premature and did that. Yeah, okay. This really hurts Dean.
It does. You're going to bump 3 guys out.
I'm going to bump 3 of his guys out. I'm going to bump this guy out. I'm going to bump this guy out, and I'm going to bump this guy out. But the positive is, I mean, he's just got 4 coins. He's going to go 1 on the virtue track and take any 1 resource. For me, it was totally worth it.
6 coins.
Why 6?
2, 4, 6. You bumped 3 out.
Yeah, but no. The second tier. You forgot about that.
I did forget about that. That's right.
You get 4 coins in the second tier. He gets to go up 1 on the virtue and then pick 1 resource of his own. So he gets 4 coins. That's right.
Now, we don't often bump people out from the second tier. That's.
I guess not. I think Dean's got a tier after that move.
I did get a tier. And I will, my resource, I will take the...
What am I going to take?
I think I'm going to take a gold and then bump this over this way.
I'm taking another stone. Am I? Yep, I am. Okay. That's that.
Now... what to do? I don't have... my tinker is going to get bumped off, which is going to give me an inkwell. It's funny, isn't it?
He does it all the time. You don't even mean to.
I know. So anyway, the tinker is getting bumped off to take my inkwell, which is not good because I'll lose my my saint symbol on there to go into the castle. So now, I should have thought this through exactly what I want to do. I do... there's a couple of options that I can do. I can go ahead and start building up for market, and then, let's see, that would only move me 1 spot. I need to be able to move 2 spots. Something that's going to help me gain, that's what I'm going to do, I think. I will play my strongman, which allows me to be able to have another hammer symbol, a build symbol, with every 2 of the money bag symbols, the merchant symbols that I have on there. So I'm going to go 2 here. And when I go up there, this is going to allow me, if I want to, use 2 merchant symbols per gold. And I think that's what I need right now more than anything. So I will take 2 gold. I've got a lot of gold, which is helpful right now. And I think I'm just going to keep building more since I have more money right now. I'm going to spend 4 to gain 2 more. Because again, I'm going to have to figure out ways that I can put people in
He's
the
gonna
castle.
go crazy in the castle in a second.
I'm going to try to, yeah.
It's good.
Now I can also buy the pickpocket. I don't think I really want. Yeah, I don't want the pickpocket. Took my action, so then I will draw back up to my 4 cards.
Okay, I'm gonna play. Squire goes off, does nothing. I'm gonna play my lender. Go up 1 space. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 symbols, so that I can get 2 stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be okay with that, with just having 6 instead of spending my coins right now, because I'm gonna spend the coins to grab this tinker, I think. Which I hope I don't have too many. Oh, that's a good one. That's it.
All right, let's see.
I need to get rid of that card.
Do I want to figure out a way to... I'm sorry, my miner comes off. There we go. Do I want to figure out a way to put more people in the castle now? We still have a little bit of time, I think. We've got a couple cards there, like 3 cards there, I think. I think what I'll do is I'm going to put my lender out and then try to get some building. Oh, that's not great, though. That would be 1, 2, 3. Just 3 building symbols. That's not exactly what I need. That will give me some more points, I guess, if I am able to build there. But I would only be able to move 1 spot, and that would give me another gold. Lots of decisions to make right now. So I think what I'm going to do is I will put my lender out there, giving me a total of 6 of the merchant symbols. First, I'm going to move 1 spot. There we go. Now I can look at this from a different angle. I can take 6 coins right now because I have that many symbols on there, which is a lot of coins. I don't know if I really need coins right now though, and I can use those as build symbols, and if I do that, then I can build this building to put it out here and take another gold, or build a card for free. I don't really want that one, so I think what I'm going to do is I'll do that. I'll build my last 3 cost building.
Well, I got a plan out turn now.
Now you're going to
changed.
Do something big here.
No, I just was going to do that.
All right. And then I will shuffle up my cards. And when I do that, I get to move my white symbol over that way a little bit. 1 spot, and I've got 3, draw back up. That gives me 4. I'm done.
All right, I'm going to change course of action at this moment. I'm going to play this Tinker, which, so that I can have 1, 2, 3. It's going to move me 1 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 symbols. I'm going to pay an extra for a 6th. So that I can go ahead and I'm just going to take 3 more stone and just kind of prep for building. I wanted this spot right here. I don't care for that card at the moment either, is why I didn't do that. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm going to do that, and I'm not going to get the pickpocket, so that's that. But I do get a coin for using the trader action.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
And once again, this happened to me last time, but when my journeyman slides off,
you got to pay attention on that.
I do, yeah. I can build a card for free, but you want to be in a spot where you care about the card.
It's going to happen to me too. I didn't really care about it that much.
I mostly cared about having those symbols on there to help me out. So I'm just going to, I slid that one over.
I'm not against the pickpocket.
Now what to do? I've got a couple options. Do I want to put some people into the castle again, which I think will really help me out? But the problem is I don't have any, I'm going to tell you, I don't have any of the gold symbols on here. I do have 1 on my board, which will help. But not really enough. Yeah, actually, I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to move 1, 2. So I'm going to put my Abbot down, which is not going to help me at all right now. I'm
going to thin my deck out.
I'm going to go 1, 2 spaces here. And I will take the... Do I want to pay for that one? No, I don't want to do that. I don't care about that action. So I'm going to pay a lot of gold right now. I've got 1 gold symbol, and then 2, 3... 4, 5. I've got to spend 4 gold to do this, but I need to start getting people in there. That will allow me to put 3 people into the castle, and this will hurt John a little bit, which is, I've got a couple of reasons for doing what I'm doing, I guess. I'll put those 3 there. This one immediately gets bumped up. These 2 go out, and when I do that, this is actually going to slide me 1, 2 over.
I'm going to take my coins. You're taking my guy out.
Right? Yeah, taking your guy out. And then, I already moved up there and moved over here. So that's my action. I'm not going to purchase that card. I will get to do the clash if John has any.
I don't have any criminal
skulls.
symbols.
Okay,
Yeah.
no skulls over there. So I'll take 3 of these, which might actually be all
Whoa, that's it.
of them. Ooh, that's not good for me.
Ooh.
Well, actually, it's not terrible for
actually.
me because
that might be good for you.
I need to try to finish the game faster, but I'm not going to be able to get these flipped over. Is going to be my problem.
So Dean was the first player, meaning I get one more move, he gets one more move, then I get one more move, and the game is over. That was kind of an abrupt ending, actually. I saw that potentially happening, and I wasn't sure if it was going to. So I got to figure out the best way to score the most points at the moment right now. That's gonna shift what I was thinking about doing potentially. My big challenge is I have no gold right now because I thought we would get a couple more rounds in. Could really use putting some more people into that castle, and I could go here and get gold, but it's not worth it. So I'm gonna go ahead and my journeyman's gonna fall off. I'm gonna take this tinker, which honestly at this point doesn't matter. They're gonna slide off. I'm gonna play the sculptor. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to pay a coin to go 4. Then I'm going to spend, I get one of these counts as 2, so I have 1 symbol. This counts 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because at this point, I've just got to get the most points I possibly can. I'm going to play this right here to go ahead and flip over. So that was worth 10 points on that one move. Yeah. So that was it. Even though I wanted to do some castle stuff, I think that was worth it. So, and then there's no reason for me to pick that person up right there, and that will be it. So Dean has one more turn, I have one more turn, and this thing is over.
Yeah. Now I've got a couple things I need to think about. What I should have done. Well, that doesn't make a difference now. What I should have done, had I really thought through my turn, I really should have discarded this one to allow my lender to be the card that slides off right now, because if I did that, I would have been able to flip one of those over. Now John has the lead on me on both of those. But what really matters, I guess, if once we got rid of this, what really matters are
who has the most flipped over.
Whoever has the most flipped over.
I have 3. He has 2.
And there's no way that I can foresee that I can be able to flip 2 of those over, unfortunately. Oh, that's not actually totally true.
If he could tie it, that would be big for him because that's an 8-point swing.
I won't be able to tie it.
But I could also flip one over potentially.
Yeah, I won't be able to tie it. Well, you'd have to gain one and flip it over, I guess.
I would. I don't think it.
Let me think this through. So I've got, if I go 1, 2, 3 right here, I can afford that one to be able to get that card. I can also afford this one, but it's not going to allow me to flip one over. Now I could do, well, that's not going to help me at all. So that's what I'll do. I'm going to pay for that. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. Actually, I only have to pay 1 of the inkwells. I've got 1, 2, 3. When I buy that for 3, that's going to allow me to flip a card over. And it doesn't really matter because I'll flip one over and then the other one's going to get flipped over. So I'll flip both cards over.
That was big for you.
Whoops.
No, you're flipping over. You just tied.
My bad. I did tell you. I thought I had to flip 2 over. I always look at these differently.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Upside down.
That was a big move for you.
Get a resource, which is not going to help me. And that's my entire turn. I could buy the card. It's not going to help me to do anything of that. Flipping that. Yep, so I'm good.
Okay, so then my lender's going to fall off, which was really good timing for me because that's another couple points. And then I'm going to play my tinker, which is going to let me go 2 spots. And so, ooh, I didn't think about that. I might as well go 3 and spin the coin. 1, 2, 3. What I don't want to do is actually set this off right now because then I'll pick up a debt and then I'll lose 2 points. I can't flip it over though after that takes place is the problem. Yeah, so I'm actually going to play that and go 1, 2, and then spin a coin to go 1 more space over here. 3, just to not have to do that. I've got 1, 2, and then if I spin that on the sculptor, so that's worth 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which was exactly what I needed to be able to put this out. Which that could be it. I don't know.
That's a lot of points right there.
Which gets me that. So that's it.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it.
All right, I'm gonna pull the old rule book out, Dean, so we don't forget something in front of everybody. Is that cool?
It's fine with me. Get my old calculator
out. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Oops.
You calling somebody?
I just started calling somebody. My brother.
Oh. You phoning a friend to get your score?
Let's see here.
It's going to be
okay. Do your
a bloodbath,
constructed
by the way.
building. Do your construct. I don't think so. Do
think
your
so.
constructed buildings.
All right, I've got 6 plus there plus 9. It's going to be
21.
15 for me.
I got 21 on that. Workers in the castle. No one got here, which means no one. That was what I was wanting to, because that would have been 5 points for there. I still think I did good on the moves.
You did. Yeah.
I still think I got fine. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 4.
Did you get 15 on
I
that?
got 15 on that. Yeah.
I got 8 on that one. So you're quite in the lead
Transcribed
right now.
manuscripts, I only get 1 point.
I'm going to get 9 because I have
big.
3 different ones, but it's not going to be... I was hoping for some points from that, but I knew you're not going to get a huge lead on that.
No one had the castle leader bonus. Also, if someone had gotten 3 of the same, they would have gotten
That's
a
right.
perpetual bonus plus those. But no one did do that. Now, no one had any unpaid debts, so we're going to do our acquired debts indeed. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 for me.
We actually have the same on that, don't we? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep.
And so now this we're tying on. So we actually add up 12 and 4, I believe, which is 16 divided by 2, which is 8. I think that we both get 8 points on that.
And
If I did that wrong, then I did that wrong. But anyways, 58.
53, making John the victor.
Starting off 2021 the right way, baby. Oh, all right.
Tell people how they can get in touch with us.
If you're enjoying our channel, we would love for you to subscribe to it. You can go to MeepleTownGames.com to check out all of our stuff. We're at Meepletown Games on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and we're Board Game Geek Guild 3407.
Thanks for coming down to Meepletown.
Thanks for joining us, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at Meepletown Games, and connect with us on the Meepletown Guild, Guild number 3407, at BoardGameGeek.com, and also subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel. And until next time, thanks for coming down to Meepletown.